Governor Brian Kemp isn't on the ballot. However, he spent all day today on the campaign trail stumping for the former football coach Derek Dooley.
That's right. The political newcomer is in a tough Republican primary, and he is Brian Kemp's pick for the Senate. 11 Live's Doug Richards reports on the challenges that Dooley faces.
How are you? Good to see you.
Two-term Governor Brian Kemp has had a long electoral win streak that he aims to extend to his lifelong friend, former college football coach Derek Dooley.
And that is a political outsider.
Dooley campaigned with Kemp in Dawson County. He faces two well-funded Republican congressmen in next month's U.S. Senate primary, Mike Collins and Buddy Carter.
Trump supporters support Burt Jones.
But for much of the last 2 months, voters have heard much more from Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones.
No more free rides for people who refuse to work.
And businessman Rick Jackson, two wealthy Republicans running for governor. A big distraction from the Senate race, says Kemp.
For anybody that's on the statewide ballot that's not one of the self-funders in the governor's race, it's been challenging breaking through. But that's why we're just going directly to the voters, county by county. I personally feel like that's working.
I grew up in a football family.
Dooley says Kemp is helping refocus voters on the Senate race.
Because we all know the most important endorsement is from the people of Georgia.
The Senate race is part of a scramble of election campaigns now underway, and clarity may not be easy for casual voters, says Republican Will Wade.
But I think once we get through the primaries and you do have a serious runoff and it narrows it down to those top states, that's really when I think our voters are going to pay attention to the U.S. Senate race.
Republican voters won't have much longer to figure it out. Early voting starts in just 11 days. In Dawson County, Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.